Before this video gets underway, I want to thank my good friend Nintendo Town for not just creating my new intro for my videos, but also the channel banner. He is the man. His channel is down below, bro. What's going on, everyone? So there is a new interview with Fujibayashi and Aonuma discussing, yes, the Breath of the Wild timeline. Fujibayashi was asked if the timeline is still something they are interested in. And by the way, the source to this interview will be linked in the description for you to check out. Now, his response was, I wouldn't say that we're not concerned with the timeline. It's obviously something that we know is very important to people and they do a lot of research on. But I think at this point, we're not really at the stage we want to talk about where Breath of the Wild is in the timeline. I think, as with the pixelated food, it's something that at this point we want to leave up to people's imaginations. They're referring to dubious food in Breath of the Wild, but more importantly, to me it seems they have clearly moved on from the Breath of the Wild timeline discussion and would rather continue working on this new Zelda game that is confirmed to be in development. Will they ever tell us where Breath of the Wild falls, or let us speculate forever? The official timeline was first revealed back in December of 2011 for the franchise's 25th anniversary. I really hope we don't have to wait for another anniversary to get more details. I was hoping the DLC would at least give us a new hint, but it doesn't seem like it did. We published a book with a timeline, but we definitely got comments from users saying, is this really accurate? I think this should be this way, it's different. Now Aonuma hops in with, and history is always kind of imaginative. It's left to the person who writes the book, so that's how we approach it as well. It's not necessarily that we come up with a game and think, oh, this is where it fits in the timeline. Honestly, lately, we're kind of scared to say exactly where things are in the timeline for that reason. But we like to leave things to the imagination most of the time. So, as we know from before, Zelda games are never made with the intentions of making a story, other than Skyward Sword, I believe, but most are made with a gameplay mechanic or intention to drive development of the game. Of course, Breath of the Wild was driven by this new open-air genre. Heck man, there are references literally from each separate timeline in Breath of the Wild. The only thing we know for sure is it's after Ocarina and at the end of one of the timelines. So my question for you is, when will they finally announce it, if they ever will? Let me know down below. And by the way, recently my channel is growing more than I would have pictured it at the conclusion of this year. The past week I've gotten over 100 new subscribers. What? I started back in February. I can't believe it's almost been a whole year. Thanks again so much for watching, and as always, you all stay awesome, and most importantly, stay hype, my homies. You're the best. Peace!